Start it up.
Oh. Am I a old white male? Yes, I am. Do I vote Republican? Yes, I do. Do I like woke trash? No, I don't. Uh, so naturally, I would not recommend this game because of its political overtones. But I did play Borderlands 3, which had some woke overtones. But for those of you who are familiar with the Borderlands series 1 and 2, pretty much straight shoot 'em up, great gun selection, very simple. Chocolate Sundae, simple ingredients: ice cream, chocolate syrup, maraschino cherries, whipped creams, and then you gotta get your jimmies. Gotta get your jimmies. Borderlands 2 was the same thing, just new jimmies. Just okay, I like that. Borderlands 3, same thing, but this time it was girls. I'm like, you don't want to go like, we can't have anything girls because then it's woke and political. Like, you remember the 80s when, it was a team of girls. It was Russian girls. Oh, they were the enemy, but they were sexy. So I was like, all right, I enjoyed it. And hoping for a four-peat, I went to the GameStop and got Tales from the Borderland or Extra Tales. It's the latest one. I'm like, oh, this isn't an expansion pack. This is a new game. I was just in the mood for a simple shoot 'em up. And I looked at the cover. It's three girls. I'm like, okay, it's going to be woke, but I'm buying it used, so that company's not getting my money. I just want to play a game where I shoot things, get different weapons, go against different. I'm almost willing to tolerate the political crap. And even with that tolerance, I couldn't play the game because this is hands down, not making it up, not making it up. This is the worst writing I've ever experienced in a game. You say, well, should there be writing in a game? No, there really shouldn't. There really shouldn't. You guys remember Borderlands 1? Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. They introduced the 4 people that you get to choose from. No, you don't get to customize it. There's a train or whatever they're on. The thing gets hit by them. And there's that little robot telling you what to do. And then you go shoot up everything. Remember that from the opening sequence of the game to the time where you're shooting people's like 2 minutes. Not extra tales of the Borderlands. Oh no. First, it's a bad sign. It's like when the comment section is turned off in an article, then it's not real journalism. You shouldn't read it. I couldn't skip the cutscenes. And you got one long ass cutscene. And it's so long that by the time I didn't even get to shooting, I didn't. I think Borderlands people, I think we got it. We know how to first person shoot XY axis. We got it. Don't need training. But the story takes forever. You look at it like, oh, you're going full woke with the smug, I don't know, East Indian looking woman and her fat friend and her woke looking brother. Okay, here we go. But I was not prepared for what was over 10 minutes to not even get to the mission. Who are the writers? You're horrible. You are the absolute worst. I don't mean that, oh, you're the worst, so you're good. You are low quality writers. It is horrible. And whoever did the product video game design that let them it was a movie and it was a bad one. Hang on. Writers. What's the name of it? New Tales from the Borderland. Who are the writers? Lynn Joyce, Doug Lieblich, Anthony Birch, Amanda Schuckman. I got to look at these people. Did you guys insert yourselves? Did you insert yourselves? Let's look at these people. What did you write for? PhD, head of writing, Gearbox Entertainment. You did self-insert yourself, didn't you? You have a PhD in what? Manager, natural process engineer. You're an engineer, senior lecturer, digital marketing communications lead, program director, National Writing Project. Okay, Department of English. You are a talentless hack. You have no real skills. You've been in academia and you write poorly. We're going through all of them. All of you should be taken down. This is horrible. Just horrible. Like, the reason you got a job is for an audience and you gotta write kinda like something entertaining. And the by the way, the character you wrote, I only got to 1 character, the East Indian hero, female. You write her as a complete moron that can't find, like, the core and oh my god, guys, the training, it was like playing Myst. If I wanted to play Myst, I play Myst. Find this thing. Go find the other thing. Put the thing oh, it's a puzzle. It's like going into a strip club and there's a sermon by some stuffy Lutheran pastor going. I'm like, I didn't come here for this. You're mixing up your games. It's like Dub Lieblich. That's really what made it horrible, guys, is the writing. No, not Lynn Joyce. Hang on. Is he also going to have his English degree? Because he didn't learn it enough in America. Dub Lieblich is a writer and producer who worked on the Sonic Boom television series. LinkedIn. Yale. Oh, God. A case against the Ivy League means nothing now. Emmy nominated. Emmys are worthless. TV staff, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, video game, Jedi, Walking Dead, Minecraft, The Story. Writer, stand-up comedian. Oh, you lasted 4 months of that, eh, buddy? Monologue writer, BA in history. Okay. Also someone who didn't want to work for a living. Do we want to do Amanda? I mean, I don't have to go through this. These aren't like engineers who like are good at it. Amanda Schuckman. Known from Mobiles, Gudbin. Mobile, known for actress, voice. She's a voice actress. Was she a writer or a voice actress? I don't want to throw into this lot. If she was a voice actress and not a writer, I think she's a voice actress, so that's not her. Let's go to here and grab. Well, she's given written credits. Anthony Birch. Anthony Birch. Let's look him up. Anthony Birch. Anthony Birch is an actor and writer known for Hey Ash, What You Playing? Oh, you guys remember that one? 2008? Enemy Crimes Division 27, Tales of the Borderlands, a Telltale series, Riot Games. You guys are not good writers. You should not be writing. You should find a new. It's a classic example of now what 2.5 generations of do what you want, and the real world will bend to your will. And if they don't, let me guess, we're all bigots and homophobes and racists. No. Like, I wanted to go into banking, right? I wanted to be an economist. I don't have the skills to be an economist. I don't. Some people say, well, I thought you were really good at well, I can predict the economy. Yeah, but that's not what makes you a good economist. Sucking dick and kissing cock. That's what makes you a good economist. Yeah, you can print off more money all you want. And here's some charts that show you how. Thank you, Paul Krugman. You get my vote. That's why Paul is richer than I am. But you guys are bad. Take it from a reasonably successful author. All right. I'm no what's his name? Stephen King. I'm no Ralph Waldo Emerson. I don't know. I don't read. That's how good of an author I am. I don't read. I don't got time for that. You guys are horrible. Forget the politics of the wokeness. Like, look, people want to play the games, right? And I know, like, you got this little bit of employment and you gotta showcase to the rest of the world how great of a writer you are. 2 problems. 1, you're not great writers, you're very bad writers. 2, it's the wrong platform. This is not the stage. What was it? Someone was saying movie writers, like, that's the pinnacle, then television, then commercials, and then video games are all the washed up writer goes because you're not supposed to watch a movie or a show. I mean, it can accentuate it, it can help. I mean, there has to be some dialogue, but wow, did you want to stick your dick in the pudding here, eh, guys? You're going to force your horrible, crappy writing and story on everyone who all they want to do is play a freaking video game. 10 minutes at more. I don't know how long it was going to last. Well, if you could find her, teehee. Oh, or did you do? Oh, and look, she freed the animals. Oh, how utterly predictable. Woke Zoomer trash. And it's not even the woke stuff. I get it. You got to do that because none of you are independent minded. You have to do it because the generation you're trying to sell to has no core, has no identity, except for the fact, hey, take a look in the mirror and worship what you see. What about content of character? F that. That old guy didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, it's because I'm this. And it's like, yeah, it's because the way you were born. That's the greatest thing about you. And we're going to write to it. Oh, and here's your leftist politics of animal liberation. I feel good in a so and it didn't work, did it? It didn't work. I should have looked at the reviews. I should have. It was a mistake, guys. I should have. Tales, Borderlands. We didn't even get the cool, fun song. Remember there were like cool, fun songs at the introduction of every Borderlands? It's got 7 out of 10, and that's IGN, so you got to knock off 2. 65% for PC game. This is horrible, guys. This is even the this is your guys reviewing it for you. I have a question. Was there a game to play? I'm not sticking around for it. You know, you guys like the tadpole attention generation, right? I'm not sticking around to watch 12 minutes of your vomit and diarrhea of bad writing to inevitably play a first person shooter. And by the way, from my audience, what people I can save from wasting your time buying. That's the big thing is you got to go down to the store. First, I got to work up the money, so I got to sacrifice part of my life, right? I charge $100 an hour on my asshole consulting. So that's a fifth. What's a fifth? That's 12 minutes of my time to work up the money to pay the 20 odd dollars for this used game. All right. If you're a younger man, a younger woman, you're probably going to have to work a lot more. For 20 bucks, you might have to work an hour and a half. Right. That's an hour and a half of your labor in your life. Then you got to go down to the store. I'm converting everything into time because there is no such thing as money, only time, because that's all you got on this planet. You can convert it to money if you like. I'm just going to focus it on the ultimate currency, your time. Now you're at 2 hours of your time. Let's say 2.5 coming back, right? And then you put the thing in. Oh, look, we got to download it because the people didn't program it right the first time. Download it. You're up to a 3-hour investment into this game. And now these worthless hacks, these genuinely talentless people are going to take their microscopic dicks of no talent and shove it in your face. And now I got to listen to the tale and try so pressing. I pressed every button I had on the console. It wouldn't let me skip because you guys you're like terrorists. You kidnap people. You hold them hostage. We're going to force you. And that's why I lost it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to sit and just tolerate the cutscenes because you're going to make me watch a bad product. You're going to make me listen to bad writing. No, I don't have to. So that's one less person that didn't hear. Lord knows how. Hang on. What's the cutscene time? Total cutscene time. Tales. Borderlands. All cutscenes. What? 9 hours and 10 minutes? You You wr That's like 10% the playing time if this is a 100-hour game. You wrote 9 hours and 10 minutes? Holy pissing away of your life and time, Batman. Oh my god. Wait, there's no way it was 9 hours. How many hours is Tales of the Borderlands? Okay, 9 hours to complete the story. Wait a minute. 9 hours to complete the story? So this is the scaled down version? The movie. Tales from the Borderlands Zero Sum. Ending cutscene. All cutscenes. Let's try that. All cutscenes. It says all cutscenes 9.9 hours, 10 minutes. It can't be that long. Episode one's all cutscenes. Okay, so 2 hours. 2 hours. It looks more like 2 hours. Episode 1, Zero Sum. Tales of the cutscene. 2 hours, 2 hours. So if I read this correctly, the game takes 9 hours, 10 hours to complete, and there's 2 hours of cutscenes. You didn't make a game. Who funded this? Like, was it somebody? Like, did someone take over the gearbox over there? Like, we don't want profit. We're not going to make a game. Hey, here's all my unemployed, talentless English majoring friends, even though they grew up in America. Do you guys want to write a movie because no one else will? Yay! You grabbed your crayons and you created this vomit. And you're saying with the cut, there's only 7 to 8 hours of actual gameplay? So the 3 hours to download go by labor, plus the 2 hours of cutscenes nobody. So you're talking 5 hours to play 7 hours of a game. No. No. I know you guys don't care. I know you're indifferent about making people happy or satisfied with a product. I know you have a political agenda. I know you put yourselves and your desires, now, no matter how impossible they are, ahead of what the real world wants. All right? Because that's what we told Americans. Like, well, screw society and what they want. If you want to make a puke burger, you go and make it, even if it makes everyone throw up. And then you yell at them because they're puking up your puke burger because it tastes like puke. It won't let. Did you notice the layoffs in Silicon Valley happening? I, do I have to go through an economics lesson about how if the company runs out of money, there's no one to pay you? This is, it's kind of like a bubble, like a 10-year long bubble. It's somewhat akin to the housing bubble, like low interest rates created an unsustainable environment. I think this environment, unless you're getting government financing or there's rich people, ideologues who, I'm just thinking ancient hippies, who husbands passed away, left the wife the fortune, and she wants to promote leftist social justice or just political messages in media, whether it's Hollywood or video games. And okay, you're financing and funding there. Even that will run out. But whenever this money runs out, whether the investors inevitably want to return on their money, um, the shareholders are like, our prices keep going down, and they reelect a new board. Inevitably, removing all that managerial stuff, the company has to make money. And to do that, you have to produce what the people want. And I gotta wonder, was your generation told that you could just do whatever you wanted and forget what the customer wanted, and it's more important that you advance a political agenda? I don't even think it's the political agenda. I think it's just, I want to be a writer. Well, okay, good luck with that. That takes a lot of work and luck. So maybe you ought to be an accountant in the meantime. No, I'm going to be a writer. Okay, well, I hope you write some good stuff. No, I'm going to write crap. I want to write what I want to write. You think I get to write what I want to write? I want to write a comic book. I got a good idea for a comic book. I got a great idea for Western. I can't write. I got to write about economics. Why? Because that's what the audience wants. Oh, horrible. Like the worst writing of any game I've played, which behooves the question, why is there even writing in a video game? It's because they didn't create a video game. They created a vehicle, a nonprofit charity charity vehicle for talentless people to, I'd say, showcase their talents, but they don't have to showcase their lack of talent. What an abysmal waste of time. I don't mean just me and everyone, but, a couple people who bought it. I mean you guys who put this together. Why do look, do you like putting together crap projects? Is that the thing? Is that all why? Explain to me. Explain to me what this is. This isn't good. Maybe the chat room knows something. Maybe you guys, because I'm old. I'm the boomer who reviews. I take the old used video games and I review them. Maybe you guys peeked at the second game. Thank you, Unpass. Love Borderlands 1 and 2. Okay. Got all the extra stuff from 2. I like to shoot and kill. Telltale unfortunately worked on this game. Who's Telltale? They're known for making purely story-driven games, but they peaked 10 years ago. Well, who's Telltale? Isn't it Gearbox? Telltale Incorporated was an American video game developer based in San Rafael, founded in 2004. Successor Tell Games founded. Defunct. And went belly up 4 years ago. So they didn't work on this game. Unless they were working on it back in the day and it took 5 years to develop. Yeah, Rick and I can't play any woke stuff, won't buy. Yeah, I can look past a couple things. Plus, yeah, I gotta balance it. It's like, what, you're not see, here's how the left ruin it for minorities and women and trans and anyone who isn't a white male. Anytime you put someone up there now, no matter how authentic or how original, everyone's gonna say affirmative action hire or going woke. You've painted yourself into that. Like, you can't have an aliens anymore. Oh, Sigourney Weaver, did you just hire her because she had a set of tits? We can't do that anymore. You've ruined it now for a generation or two of minority and female actors and actresses. But like I said, it wasn't even so I'm a little lenient, like, yeah, there could be a female hero. You can have a black hero, that's fine. A perfect example would be were you jumping all around the buildings? What was it? Crisis? I don't think that was it. It was a fun one. The hero was black. It was fine. It worked out fine. But when you do horrible writing and it's the make a movie. Look, you got YouTube, right? You don't need a studio. Go make your own movie, make your own cartoon. Get some of those people with an IQ of 12 at Cal Arts to draw you some really crappy drawings that my nieces can draw better. Borderlands 1 was amazing, but it was made for consoles, so it was mediocre. I know. You part of the PC superior race. I got it. It is now. It's not in the game. It's a community and eventually destroys games. All right, here nobody might have an answer here. I stopped playing video games. Every game is plagued with PC woke betas now. It's not in the game. It's in the community and eventually destroys the games because the developers change the game. All right, so we send all these kids to school. They learn computer programming, but not first before they learn wokeism and diversities and nothing about product or quality control or anything like that. They carry this philosophy into their creative domain. And now, instead of having a good piece of chocolate pie, we got a good piece of chocolate pie with a rat turd of diversity and inclusion where it doesn't belong. And that's going to happen no matter what, because they're not proud of their craft unto itself unless they have to have it's, as I've always said, it can't just be profession, it has to be profession plus politics. I can't just do your taxes. I have to do your taxes and hang a feminist sign in front of my accounting office, correct? Ice Knows $2. I really enjoyed Rachel Wilson's book. Thanks, Cap. Yeah, it was very interesting, a little historical. I'm a little bit more pro-Jew. than some authors are. I don't know why everyone hates my quarter tribe, but, apparently they do. Um, just claims it doesn't know. Uh, I'm just looking to see if event safety, super rules. No. Here's another new Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be trash. Was glitch fest. There are simple rules to know if a game will be trash. Like what? Rush to development, years under development. Um, Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh, you know that's going to be, yeah, will be woke garbage. They're already showing Huiman as one of the main characters. They design games for weebs now. You look at the character design. Oh wow, how many tattoos you got? Well, are you down with the approved and incredibly politically correct leftist cause? I am too. Um, yeah, Telltale Games went kaput. Uh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Gearbox, it had a good reputation with me until now. Yeah, there you go. All right. So I just want to, I'm an economist. Want to save you money. Want to make you money. Don't waste your time on this game. Do not. It came out last year. Please don't waste your time on this game. It is horrible. And it's woke too. So that's like getting diagnosed with AIDS and then you get a case of herpes on top of it. So, all right. See you guys later. Toodles.